Okay, so starting with the first video of the first chapter, chapter 1. As I told you, this chapter is around 7 hours, 20 videos, but all of them are theory, no hands-on labs, but it's the most important chapter because everything that I will mention, talk about, interpret, lab, practice it in the beginning, at the beginning of chapter 2 and beyond, depends on these fundamentals. So the first one, or the first thing that I need to talk about today, will be the network fundamentals. The network. What is the definition of a network? Network is simply being able to share some content, some data with another computer by sending it to them. Networking is not the concept of like I have a file, but in order to share that file with you, I have a lovely image, I have a photo, I have a document or whatever, and in order to share that data with you, I will bring either a DVD or a USB stick or an external hard drive, and I will copy it there and I will hand you that, and you will get a copy of it, copy to your computer to the local storage. And networking, no, in your dreams, not at all. The idea is that I will be able, by some sort of connection, yes, sorry for that, by some sort of connection. That is a really good glowing t-shirt. Yeah, this is the first time I print the new logo on the t-shirt. Okay, so the idea will be, I believe this will be better. Well, now I will should be able to send you something without any extra drives or storage or whatever. I will be able to do a couple of clicks and the file will be pushed out of my computer and will be sent to yours. So you are only sitting in your place. You should do nothing at all. You're sitting and you receive something. Okay. Oh, you send me a file. Yes, I did. Thank you. That was very kind. Networking, that's it. So simply this is networking. Yeah, I'll leave that until we fix electricity. Okay, so the idea is also called the computer network because the first definition of network came out when humans or scientists connected, or engineers connected couple of computers together. So these two computers, I will always use my pen and scratch on the screen throughout the course, when two computers were connecting somehow through a media to be able to send or exchange some data between them. So it was called first the computer network. It's two or more devices needs to, or are already sharing, needs to share, or are already sharing information between them. To do that, they will need a common media between them to share that information. So they will need some type of connection between them. So like a cable, perhaps, well, I will talk about that, or no cables. How? Well, in the air. And I will tell you that there are some two small magicians living in your computers. They will send some invisible info in the air. Actually, it's only Wi-Fi, and it has a complete individual and a really good chapter, which is chapter 6 here in this course. And you will see that it really starts from zero, from the beginning, and it will tell you what is Wi-Fi, what is wireless, what is everything in the WLAN. So at the very basics, or the first, or whenever you reach the approach of having two computers or more being able to communicate data, send or exchange some data, this is a network. This is a computer network. Then, since you have got the idea of networking, and I hope so, point number 2 will be network types, and it depends on the size. So the size, the volume of the network will indicate which type is that, because there are two major main types and there are some other miscellaneous types, but basically there are two types of networking: a LAN and a WAN, a local and a wide. Actually, let's make it in that way. So either a local network or a wide network. The local is something local and very obvious from Sajjad, actually stating the obvious, not that smart, but to give you the good news for local networking, this is a network that you, after you finish an associate certificate from Cisco, you can manage almost all of it or completely all of it alone by yourself. Yes, this is for a local network. For the wide, no, it will be a big responsibility, and I will talk about that. I'm not like frightening you here at all, but I'll tell you the difference. So some users in the same room, like let's say we have a room of some employees, and if we got a top point of view for them, we'll find a computer here, 2, 3 computers, 4, 5 computers, and somehow all of them are connected and all of them are being able to exchange perhaps a 6-1, and all of them are being able to send some connections between them. If you were born like in the 80s, 90s, and even the early 2000s, then perhaps you have gone to a local shop where there is a guy that have connected these computers in the same way, and you will log in and you play a video game with your other friends that all of them are playing the same video game at the same time. So your enemy or your opponent or your the person that you are playing against is your friend that is sitting next to you and having another computer. So you're not playing against the smart computer or the operating system. Actually, you're playing against your friend. So that was the very basic computer networking architecture at the early beginnings. So a local area network means the same room or some guys in the same department, all of them connected together using something called a switch. Interesting. We will have a slide for that and perhaps a video for that. Wait for it. But when you have that, or you have some users in multiple rooms or multiple departments but are connected via a router, okay, another strange name, and some switches. So this one and that new one, either the cases, these two networks are called a local area network, a LAN. So this is the L that I was referring to. This is type number 1. Type number 2 is when you have something larger, when you have some users connected worldwide, globally, between regions, between countries, between continents, between states, between governorates. Yes, at that time they are connected through the internet. Now you are playing against your friend, but he is in another or she is in another different place. You are not playing together against each one against the other, or you're not connecting your computers via one direct cable or via some network that you can see by your own eyes. You can see a couple of devices. Your computer is connected to the first device, this device is connected to the second is connected to your friend's computer, and that's how you're achieving connectivity and networking. That was LAN, the local networking, how you are being able to communicate with your other friend through the internet, like a very simple and classic and common approach: email. Definitely, you will send emails to remote friends through the internet. This is called WAN. So the wide area network now is connecting you to your friend so that your computer is being able to send an email to your friend's email application. So service providers will be needed. Was that these are multiple giant, big, very extremely big companies in the way that they are giving you internet, giving your friend the internet, and they are interconnected between them, or they are connected between them. So they are the reason that your emails being received well and the reply is sent back to you well as well. Okay. And they contain a group of devices like routers, switches, multi-layer switches, firewalls, so much devices Sajjad is stating right now that I have no idea about. I will give you a good idea about in minutes. Okay, but all of these devices will be needed. At that approach, we will be at the wide area network, the WAN. This CCNA, this one, and the CCNP Enterprise, these two courses, the two most famous worldwide right now, starting from 2020 and beyond, these two courses focuses on LANs, focuses on an enterprise. Even if you had a network that have like 500 users, 500 computers, 100 router, 200 switches. What are routers and switches? Devices that I will talk about in a minute. But they have so many network devices, but they are spread like in one single country or in one single state or governorate. Get me in that way. This is still a LAN. So all the different easy, medium, hard, or difficult technologies, like beginner to professional technologies, all of these are already explained, interpreted in this CCNA and in the CCNP Enterprise. So when you finish these two exams, you can control and you can engineer and manage completely these local area networks. Wide networkings are for CCNP service provider, CCIE service provider, CCIE enterprise. At that time, you are dealing over the internet, over the cloud, and things will not be easy. Topologies will not look easy at all, and things will be different. This is for the WAN. So you might think yourself that you are really capable, you are really want to challenge and so on. I admire that, yes, but you need to wait a little bit. So that should be only enough. By the way, all my videos are 10 to 20 minutes only, so 15 minutes is the average identical duration for each video, so that you might study 2 or 3 videos only in one day. That will be enough. Actually, let me be honest, if you watched an hour of videos, this equals 4 to 6 videos a day only, and mostly they will be talking about one topic only, 6 videos perhaps. If you only watch 1 hour of videos and you consumed 2 more hours, extra hours, just to understand and write your notes regarding everything, re-practice the lab that I did in the videos that I have watched today, re-practice the same examples and labs, those important labs. So let's say 2 to 3 hours a day will be enough for you to finish the CCNA course in 1 month. After that, you can take the exam, review the exam preparation series, etc., and you will be qualified to take the exam. That should be enough for this video. I don't want it to make it a very long and annoying video for you. In the upcoming video, we'll talk about the components, about this router that I mentioned, what is a router, etc., what is a switch, and so many different things. So thank you.